What's up, guys? My name is Matt Grotchek. I'm from Toronto, Ontario in Canada, and I'm a Japanese learner. Um, yeah, I've been learning Japanese for 2 years. I first started off with hiragana, katakana. Took me about 2 days to learn that. That was really easy. I started doing a lot of self-learning online. I used Memorize, I used Duolingo, I used the Babbel, I used all those like really random apps. Like they did good. They did good. They weren't super horrible or anything, but they just didn't really explain anything. They just kind of threw it at you. They're like, "Hey, here, this is this," and you just keep on grinding until you get it. Which, in hindsight, it was more work. So I started getting into textbooks. So my friend gave me his copy of Genki 1 with the workbook and the CD and everything. It's good if you fully understand, hiragana, katakana, and like grammar, which they don't really teach you up front. They just kind of throw you in there, like, "Hey, so what's this mean?" 私の名前は It's like, I don't know what that is. And I got into other textbooks, like Japanese from Zero, which is good. Japanese from Zero actually was probably one of the better ones that I've actually ever used. I finished the first book. It cleared a lot of things up for me. It was good. And then, I don't know, I just kind of hit a roadblock. So I started looking into more Japanese books, more and more, like vocabulary books, grammar books, everything. I have about $1,000 worth of Japanese books, which is ridiculous. But I'm stuck. I can't go further, which is really frustrating because I truly want to learn Japanese. I want to do it. I need to do it. It's all I crave. It's all I listen to. I listen to Japanese stuff all the time. I've been watching anime for like 10 years. 10 years. And I don't know. I want to be part of their society, their culture. I want to be Japanese. Sure, I'm Canadian, but I want to be Canadian Japanese, So I did a bunch of research online. I looked into best methods to learn Japanese properly, and this technique, because it's a technique, it's called AJATT. And AJATT, I don't know, I've been watching a lot of videos recently by Matt vs. Japan, Nuke Marine, Calvin AJATT, Japan Code, Brit vs. Japan. There's another guy I'm watching at the moment. His name is Blaze Vermillion. And all these people seem to have amazing success with AJATting. All Japanese all the time is what it stands for. And like, I get the whole immersion thing because I listen to Japanese music, I watch anime, I listen to Japanese podcasts. Like, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, so I listen to all Japanese podcasts of reviews on Dragon Ball Super. It's just fantastic. It's super good. But yeah, so I've gotten the whole immersion thing. I've been immersing myself in Japanese culture and anime for years and years and years. But then they start talking about this book called RTK, Remembering the Kanji, and this app called Anki. So I got the PDF version of the book because I'm a broke ass and I can't really afford it yet, but I will eventually buy the physical copy. And they tell you to go through the book and write out all the kanji by hand and memorize the kanji by making your own stories, which I do get that part. Characterize, making illustrations and like pictures in your head for certain kanji. That makes sense. That does make sense. But what doesn't make sense in my brain is the whole Anki thing, making your own cards and decks. Like, sure, you put the keyword on front, and he put the kanji in the story below on the backside. I get that, but what I don't get is just the method of getting into it. So this is gonna be my first video on my Japanese journey while doing AJATT. I will be posting a multitude of updates just so you guys see what I'm doing. If you have any tips or hints or share your past experiences with this AJATT technique, I would definitely appreciate it, because it's hard, honestly. Like it's really intimidating, like just self-teaching. It's hard because you don't want to go to school and pay thousands of dollars for shit, pretty much. I was looking in the Japanese schools and they're overly expensive, and they pretty much teach you nothing, which is insufficient. It's not worth it. So this is my journey introduction video into AJATT, and I will be looking forward to talking to fellow AJATTers and Japanese people, or not Japanese people, people learning Japanese, so we can take this journey together. But have a good day, guys.